station, which is, you know, it's warranted, but they have a different plan that might, you know, actually be very good about increasing the ability to load and unload trains at the same time, run them through, which means you don't have to. I think it's.
What's happening with Moynihan Station anyway?
Oh, it's a wait. I don't know. They're building it. Whatever it is,
Are they working on it?
It's a shopping mall. That's what it is, and access. And so Amtrak can load all its trains from one end of the station. I don't know why you do that at the station. Amtrak's one station in the entire country where there's a lot of people get off and a lot of people get on. More so here than anywhere else. And the train, you know, the trains run through. They come from Washington. They're a lot of them running up to Boston. A lot of people are getting off. A lot of people are getting on. You don't want to load them all on and off at one stairway, and they won't. But that's what everyone's saying they will do. It just doesn't. I mean, it's nice though. Maybe they'll add stairways at that end. That's a great thing. But to tell Amtrak passengers to all go over there, it's not going to work. It won't happen. So.
You do that now.
But the real capacity issues are downstairs on the track level.
Yeah.
That's a real problem. This thing is not.
They can't make the track any longer.
More concourse, doesn't it?
No, there's a lot of constraints there, but these guys have a plan that I think uses the space better. It would take a long time to implement, but I think it's something.
That's what we can call Jim Venturi.
But even get the MTA or even get Amtrak to comment on it. But we should take a look at it and see if we like it. Too. I mean, I don't want to sell it.
We have a couple of old business, and then we can get out of here. Can you talk to us about M9s? What's happening? Where they are? You know, we've got old equipment that's not working. What's happening?
Well, I know they were being shipped late last year to Colorado, and I heard yesterday that I believe in July is when we're going to start receiving them, and then they have to do some test runs, and then once everything's good, they're going to start phasing them in and phasing the other ones out.
How many M9s were purchased?
I don't know offhand. I forgot the number.
It's confusing to me. Because it's an option for more.
Yeah, I've seen it in the book. It's like I saw this number, then that
I
number.
mean, like the
I feel
first
the same way.
first group is like 92 or something like that, and there's so many options in there. It gets, yeah. But even the pilot cars are. I think they came in. There was a shipment of 6, and then there's another shipment of 2. I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so
coming in sections.
It's all
pieces.
happening in pieces.
All right, positive train control status.
I mean,
Talking about that?
a lot of people are.
No comments.
Yeah, it's really,
I don't, for Long Island Railroad, I don't think it's really, I never thought it was a super critical issue, because we have, you know, cab signals with automatic speed control, and we have it's more primitive, and I don't, you know, there's things that it does add, which are very important. One is it'll protect crews, it'll protect, you know, some others, it'll provide some protection in some other situations, but my fear about it, actually, I think the biggest impact it'll have is in rushing to get it done, we'll wind up with worse service because they'll have to not have, because they're doing this work on the tracks.
I mean, we've been doing it. Like remember this weekend in Oyster Bay branch,
Yes, I know, I saw that, right.
Overnight, there's going to be some trains canceled because they're
just
putting
to
in
do positive train control.
In Paul Wash branch, they did some stuff that was done last summer. So
Oyster Bay, you probably, you know, that's again diesel territory. But they have automatic speed control all the way. Do you know?
I don't know.
I don't know. I can't remember off the top of my head. The signal people know, but that's where, you know, the dark territory, and they have to put another signal system. That's where, you know, it's pushed for better safety on the signals. But, you know, it's not. To me, it's I wouldn't, you know, that's not the biggest safety problem we have.
No. It's looking more and more like there's going to be a lot of people out there that are going to get alternative schedules from FRA. If you basically get your infrastructure in place, you train enough people, and a couple other requirements, you can get the FRA to grant you an alternative schedule and let you actually activate the thing into 2019.
Yeah, but you'll even have some. We'll probably have it in many locations by then. Whatever, but certain aspects of it we'll have too.
Yeah, I mean the big thing that's happened since the last time MTA talked about it is that Train 501 thing out, Amtrak Train 501 thing out in Washington, when the train went off the tracks. They'd installed the infrastructure for PTC, but they hadn't activated it yet, and it was 50 miles an hour over speed went off.
Come back as well.
Yeah.
I know it's early, and I know you guys haven't thought about it yet, but obviously our issue is
We have speed control.
the Islanders issue. with them leaving
Belmont?
Barclays. At what point will you guys be, thinking about train service to them? I mean, what's the schedule?
To where, to Belmont?
Yeah.
What is your time for, I know you're not.
So
Well,
it was
will
announced
it
last-
be to the Belmont station there now, or will it be to a station on the
Well, they're
right,
gonna build
on the
another
main
one.
line where this thing's being built? This thing's, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the site where it's gonna be is adjacent to our main line.
No,
No,
No.
it's in the
It's gonna
front
be-
by the grandstand.
it's what we did this summer.
Oh,
we,
really?
when
Yeah.
we did the special busing for the Summer of Hell stuff. We leased a parking lot from them to do
Yeah,
a park
right.
ride, right next to our station.
Oh.
It's that lot right there. So
Oh,
between
no, that's on the other
so
side.
between
It's on the
us,
other side.
it's between us and the
That's
and the
strange.
building.
Because there's something called the Belmont Development Site.
It's where the parking lot is now?
It's one of the parking
What
lots.
the hell is that?
So I have the
Is that where
turnpike
the
is.
rental car, or the
It's
cars?
outside
parking lot.
Oh, so it's not where all the car, I thought it was where all the cars park, where
So-
I
they,
just want to get an answer.
yeah. Oh,
So
sorry.
it was announced last month. It was news to us in a way. Earlier this week, we met with ESD and we started seeing some of their preliminary stuff. That doesn't seem like there's real plans yet. They have to get this. They want to get the island stuff by 2020. We're waiting to get the real stuff, and then from our perspective, all we can really realistically do right now is provide service for events. So if they have games throughout the year, we'll be able to run games. The real issue is rush hours. 7 o'clock game, we can get a few trains in, but it's going to be difficult, say, leaving during rush hours, or say they talk about full-time service, whatever that means, without affecting mainline service. We're doing third track to add more trains. There's less capacity. Anything going in on a Belmont is one track. It has to go 5 miles an hour because of a big curve. So you can only move one train at a time. And then they have to cross all 4 tracks to get, So more service to there would impact commuter service on the main line. Unless something is done, we don't know what the answer is. So ours is, well, what's the demand? Right now we can service games on a limited basis.
I guess
But-
what else is going to be there besides games? I guess we don't know.
To justify,
We're talking concerts.
Okay, but it doesn't-
yeah, but again, that doesn't mean you need to affect, peak service because of, well, roughly we get, like, say any event, we get, what's the number? It's like 10 to 20% is what we get. So say if it's Belmont Stakes, when they have 130,000 people, we're gonna get 30,000, for example, at the extreme. A Mets playoff game, when they have 70,000, we're gonna get 20,000.
Well, they're gonna seat 18,500, I think.
A regular Mets game, they get
What's the size-
30,000.
What's the size they're going to build? They said.
18,500, I think, for
Yeah.
hockey.
So again, for us-
Concert, you might get 20, 22.
So we get 20% of that. That means for our estimates would be 2,000 to 3,000 people. It's 2 trains, 3 trains.
What's the timing though? That's the,
Yeah.
It's the
that's when
time.
the game's over. I mean, that's what that's
Oh, when the game's over, you're on.
All right, can you just keep us?
But then again, though, you have to go. They're gonna have to go to Jamaica and then
Yeah,
go
come
wherever
back,
they're
yeah.
going.
Can you keep us
Yeah.
in your
So-
thoughts?
Well, the
Just
good news is you'll have a lot of new cars, because the M9s will be here. They'll be
So again, it's
active
just preliminary. So we just met this week. I wasn't there, but they met with ESD and some of the developer people. So they're working. They're talking about it, but that's where we're at.
All right, our last thing is that, as everyone knows, is our members. We have a person's name still up at the governor's office for Suffolk County to be hopefully approved. We have an opening in Owens seat in Nassau. We still have the Brooklyn seat open. So anyone knows anybody?
And we still have another Sunday.
If
still
anybody,
have another
if anybody is on the council, because this is New Year now, and we're gonna have to be a little bit more strict on attendance and being involved. If anybody feels that their schedule or their life has changed from when they first came on, and they feel they don't want to continue on the council, please let us know now while we're gathering names, to send up to the governor's office, so we can do it at one time instead of, different levels. We're gonna be meeting with the Nassau County executive and with chief of staff.
I think maybe more with
I'm
the
sure
chief
we'll
of staff.
understand
I think one of the chief of
we'll
staff.
understand
Yeah.
our
Yeah.
plight. So again, just everyone,
Well, you
please.
may have an advocate in
Our-
that office. I
our-
mean,
Yeah.
wasn't Helena Williams brought in as a...
Yeah, that's what we said, yeah.
So she understands our plight. So, again, we've had this meeting set on Thursdays at the same time for many, many years. If people want to change it, we've talked about we can do that if the majority want to do it. But if not, you know, people who came on the council knew when the date was, when the council meeting was, when they came on the commitment. If you can't do it for whatever reason, please let us know, because it's hard for us to be as effective as we want to be without having members that are active, coming to meetings and being involved and helping us out. So that's on a bright note, so I'm gonna end the meeting on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we just give Hector 5 minutes for a quick, he made this nice little
Oh, I
mimeograph.
didn't make it, it was given to me.
Oh, that was given to you?
I just copied it.
Oh, so you got, so we just read it and come back and ask
No, no,
questions
I'm
next
just
month, or?
No, so that was, it was launched quietly last month in December.
That was the,
It's like a safety initiative by the state, with us and DOT, so they picked two crossings on the railroad and two in Metro North Territory. So it's called an active stop tracks warning system. So it's like, they paint like a big red box on the ground, they put some new stuff that senses when if a car is stopped on a crossing, it starts, this thing's activated, it starts telling, warning, train's coming, get off the track, like it just like talks to them. So nobody notices anything until a car's actually stopped it, then the thing
Okay.
activates. So these are the two locations where those,
And
that
it actually
was.
speaks.
It speaks, yeah. It's like,
In how many languages?
How was that?
Sounds like the voice of God, you know?
Get off the track.
Choose.
Oh,
That's the question, whose voice are you gonna use? Can you get like Samuel Jackson or something?
Yeah.
what you want.
It's Hector's voice, you didn't know?
So
Yeah,
that
you
was something that
want
was done to
Morgan
try to
That's right.
God.
That's right.
Okay.
prevent something, but if a car gets stuck, it's stuck.
Oh, yeah, I mean, we had another one yesterday.
Yeah.
James Earl Jones. This is a crossing train.
All right, anyone to move to, get out of here?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Seconded?
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.